My name's Dave Burns. I live in Prospect Village. I grew up in Halifax and been down here for about 7 years now. So I found myself the caretaker of the stage. This stage is important to me for a variety of reasons, for my family's personal history, for the history of the village, and it's just something that's so recognizable. I felt that since it was in my care, it was my responsibility not to see it fall in the water. It's a good thing that I didn't know how bad the condition was. I might not have started it. The stage ended up being several phases. One was doing the crib, which is essentially the foundation, since this building floats over, or it stands over the water. So that was done first, and then later the sills were quite in bad shape. You know, you can imagine this is about 200 years old, so I don't know exactly, but that's about 150,000 tides that have passed underneath this this stage. So this is a tough old building, but then the village is quite amazing in that way itself. So it's a very worthwhile project, and one that I think that needed to be done. This was the last building of its kind standing in Prospect, and during Hurricane 1, which I wasn't here at that time, but I've seen the photographs and heard the stories, and as a matter of fact, if you go underneath the stage, the older timbers are leaning at about between 5 and 10 degrees, and that's how much pressure was on this building. And the outside corner came off of the building with all the debris that was being forced by it, and it was just something else. So the fact that this is even standing is quite a story in itself. And you know, what the future holds, I don't know. You know, there are rising waters, the tides are higher, the water is higher than it ever was. So if there's a vulnerable point to the stage, it would be storm surge, and you know, I've addressed that in several ways, and I've had a lot of help locally. The people have been really great. So I think that we can give it a fighting chance. You know, storms are part of our life here, and I hope that this can weather a few more. This environment is not for the faint of heart. It's a tough environment, and the people that used to make their living from the sea, I have the highest respect. They're tough people. You know, just history. You know, people that you know, had passed through these doors and worked, had left. As a matter of fact, when I took the roof off last year, it was really interesting. The light, the bright light, revealed all kinds of writing, faded writing, all over this stage, and there was some that I was aware of, and there's a couple references of shipwrecks, and there's funerals and record catches, and it's really quite moving. And as the light was shining in here, it was unbelievable. You could see that a lot of the people that were working both up and downstairs left notes. I couldn't make much of it out, but it was, you know, it had been used and cared about. It's a tribute to the people that used to work here, and since it's the last one in the village, it's a tribute to the people that used to make their living here and on the water, and I'm proud of that.